sometimes, people can't grow. But some of the stumbling blocks that people have, money might not be an issue. There are things within that person or with some of the things that they're doing themselves that hinder their own growth as far as their business. Could you elaborate on some of those things?
Usually the number one problem is related to financing.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually the credit score.
Right.
That's the number one problem. Number two is organization.
Mm-hmm.
Organization as far as getting your thoughts together. A lot of people come in with 25 business ideas.
Yeah.
And I try to get them to focus. They all might be good ideas, but you can't be successful as a new entrepreneur trying to do all 25 businesses at one time. So I really try to get people to focus and organize.
Mm-hmm.
Organize your thoughts. And usually that's the best way to do that is through the business plan.
Okay.
And that is usually where we either make it or break it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Right.
business plan is a deal breaker for a lot of people because
Mm-hmm.
they don't understand the importance of it, and a lot of people don't understand why I have to do it.
Right.
And I tell them it's more for them.
Mm-hmm.
Even though a finance office or a bank might want to see it, it's more for the business owner.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have a plan.
Right, exactly. And one thing about a plan, it's not written in stone.
That's
It's,
right.
It can be modified, it can be adjusted, your goals might change. You might see the market change in a different area. You say, okay, I need to take my business in a different area. At first, this looked great, and not getting emotionally attached to your business. You know what I'm saying? I know
Right.
you grew it, it's a baby and everything, but sometimes you got to cut that cord and say, this isn't profitable anymore. So not getting emotionally attached and being able to move on. But go ahead. But that's what a business plan will help you do.
That's right. It's
And
a
keep
working
it up
document.
Exactly.
Working document, not set in stone. I want it to be flexible.
Mm-hmm.
And in the age of computers, it's easy for
Hello,
it to be
I
flexible.
can update this today.
That's
Yeah, I
right.
got a fault. Let me put it down.
That's right. I tell people sit down at least once a year
Mhm.
and review what you've done and review it with your employees if you have employees because they need to know your goals as well.
Exactly.
Everybody needs to be working
Mhm.
towards the same goal.
That's good.
So
That's good. Okay, so now they have a business plan. What are some of the other factors that you see sometimes that hinders small businesses?
one of the other things I would say is lack of understanding of marketing.
Yes.
You have a great idea or a great product and you have no clue of how to get it out to the people.
Right.
I tell people your first line of defense is your family and friends. But they're
Exactly.
supposed to support you.
Yeah,
they
that's
should
true. They should
support
that.
you.
You would hope they would support you.
But what about everybody else?
Exactly.
And how do you get the word out to them?
Exactly.
Marketing is so important. So I spend a lot of time trying to help people understand who their market is.
And
If there's a market for it.
Exactly. Instead of, you can't be all things to all people. And that's one thing, people say, well, I service this population, I serve, but you've got to determine who you serve. You know what I'm saying? Who is your clientele in order to be successful? Then you can narrow it in and focus.
When people say, when I ask who are your customers, and they say, oh, it can be everybody. That's a problem.
That's a real problem.
That's a problem. It's never everybody.
No.
So that's hard for people to understand and trying to get them to focus on who your customers are and develop a marketing plan. There are a lot of people still afraid of social media, and that is...
I don't want to know how to use a computer. I don't want to know how to use a computer. Okay, go ahead.
If financing is a problem, which it is for many people as a small business, how can you afford not to market
Exactly.
on social media?
Exactly.
It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
So I spend a lot of time trying to convince people to see the benefits of social media and marketing.
Yes. Now that we've talked about some of the negatives, let's talk about some of the positives as far as, starting your business. Besides the wonderful opportunity to work 24/7 and pay your employees first. Okay.
That's so important.
It is.
It's really important that you said that because most people think I'm going to start a business because I want to work for myself.
Right. I'm going to take off when I want to.
That's exactly right. Your number one customer is the customer. Your boss.
That's your boss. You people, I work for myself. No, you do not.
You don't.
You work for every last customer and even your employees.
That's exactly right. And because you don't have the financing to pay employees, a lot of employees at the beginning, many times you're the custodial service, you're the marketing person, you're the banker, you're the cashier, you're all of these things.
Yeah, exactly.
And people don't understand that and realize that. So, okay, outside of that, outside of that, some of the good things about starting a small business is when you find your passion.
Mm-hmm.
That person that comes in my office and they're so passionate about their business idea that I get goosebumps.
Yeah.
That is exciting to me, and I really want to help that person be successful.
Yeah.
Because you know they want it just as much.
Yes.
When I want your business to thrive more than you do, that's an issue.
That's an issue. But see, I used to always have that problem. You could see the potential in someone, and you push I can see it, but they don't